there, folks. It's Dub here, and this is the second version of the Alpha Outpost buy one get one free during the holiday season. I got bought 2 boxes, got 2 free, or got them all half off. However you want to look at it, it's all the same money, I guess. Anyways, this one is the Zulu Zulu box. As you can see right there, Zulu Zulu. Anyways, this one was dropped off to me, and I had a mishap. One was just flat out stolen. The mail carrier said he saw some lady pick it up and walk away and thought it was someone that was supposed to have it and not someone that was not supposed to. So I reordered it so I actually could have what was supposed to come to me. And another box, I don't remember which one it was, got sent to a wrong address for some reason. I never got that one either. So anyways, bought myself a couple to replace those, but I got some for free. So we'll also be taking a look at the Gentleman box here in a little bit today as well. So, all right, we'll crack this one open and get to it. And being that it is a bag, I don't want to, oh, well, hey, it's kind of starting to open up for me anyways there. So I didn't want to cut into it too bad and mess anything up because I did know what's in here. And I do know that a lot of it is cloth or something of the like. All right. So let's see if we can get this whole thing opened up enough to get it all out of here without damaging anything or myself. Put the knife away, that being said. Safety first. Safety first, then teamwork. Alright. We'll just dump it all out here. So hey, there's the unbagging, I guess. Alright, toss off to the side. We've got our booklet, as always. Again, it's just got the contents, kind of a common booky kind of thing. If you want one, I don't know, hit me up. I'll send you this one. Alright. So first out of the box, I couldn't help but notice this large deal here. And again, though I did look up what was in these boxes, I obviously didn't memorize it. So I'm thinking, is this the sleeping bag? Yeah. It seems like it could be one. Alright, unless my eyes deceive me, I'm going with sleeping bag. And it's pretty light. The little stuff sack was real small. So I'm not sure if it's got any kind of temperature ratings on it. It is a made in China item. I'm going to turn this back around here, but it's got its own little stuff sack. It's the OD green. So far as that goes, or close enough anyways. Alright, it looks to me like it's kind of, not quite like a mummy bag, but it's got a hooded portion here that would you could either, you know, kind of pillow up, or use it to cover yourself up, and it does have some drawstrings here, so maybe it is a little bit more mummy than I expect in there. So kind of a cool bag. Again, I'm not sure what the temperature rating is on it. It's not super thick. It just seems kind of like material, cottony, and that kind of thing. But hey, if you're just going for a little hike or whatnot, an overnighter, not too cold, that's a pretty good little small light. I mean, this thing is very, very light. It's some kind of poly or a nylon. The whole thing seems to be pretty slick all around, so it's a pretty smooth deal. All right, moving along with that. Let's see here. What is the next deal? This thing's actually pretty weighty. Oh, all right. It's a zippered bag here. And, of course, we've got the Zulu Zulu patch. We'll jump to that here really, really quick. And then we've got the, oh, this is a sticker here. It's mostly clear, but it's a grunt style. And it says, grunt style, this will defend. Or we will defend is what the contraction says there. All right, pulling this deal out. And first thoughts are poncho, and I believe that was in one of them. I remember this one. What we got going on? Okay, yeah. All right. Hey, that thing's pretty darn reasonable. Hope the lady that stole this bag was homeless. Because, I mean, if you got a poncho and a sleeping bag, you're in pretty darn good shape. Wherever you are, lady, hope you're enjoying my poncho and sleeping bag. So I bought another one. Anyways, seems to be dual lined. It seems quite waterproof. It's fairly heavy. I have to try it out in a rainstorm and see how I feel. Look kind of like John Rambo in First Blood. But I like it so far. I mean, I've had a couple cheap ponchos, emergency ones, little plastic ones that are about as quality as this. And, you know, you at a sports game, whatever, they'll work for the time being. But, you know, a stiff breeze or a hard sneeze and they're done. This looks like you wouldn't want to go run through brambles in it. But it looks like if it was, you know, squirting down rain on you, you'd be a lot better with this. Like I say, pretty thick. Got some little drawstring hood portion here. Alright, I like that. I think that's a pretty reasonable deal. We haven't been getting too much rain out here in California, but when we do, be prepared. Alright, and back with the bag. And again, I don't put the things back in the bag on camera because it's going to take me the better part of this evening. Alright, and plastic out of here. So this thing, which is very light, this must be, and I'm assuming, wasn't there a mosquito? Was it a mosquito net? Is that what we got going on here? Okay. Again, unless it's a fishing net, I'm going to go with mosquito net. Alright. So, I don't know what to show you here. It's just a gigantic net that you could put. I don't know if you just lie this over yourself or if you want to build more of, you know, some kind of a support structure to hold it off of you, so that way, you know, you could be inside and the bugs can't get to you. But essentially, it's a bug and mosquito net. I'm gonna see if there's anything. Ah, okay. Here's something. So in the very top portion, we've got like a little loop here you could hang from a tree. So or hang, you know, put a stick somewhere up in some trees. However you got to do that, you can attach that up. Then you can, you know, have that kind of go over you. I guess kind of tent style. All right. So again, to the lady what stole the box, hopefully you enjoy these things and they keep you out of the elements and the bugs off you. Anyways, so we've got the mosquito or any kind of insect, I guess, netting there. The what seems like a reasonably durable poncho. Again, I'm not a poncho expert. This one just seems fairly nice. And the sleeping bag, which doesn't seem super heavy duty, but I think it would get the job done on, you know, a reasonable spring or fall. I wouldn't go for quite winter with this thing, but it's got its own stuff sack, as does the poncho. So hey, pretty cool deal on those. We'll go ahead and just grab this whole pile and just toss it over here. Yeah, all right. There we go. I'll go ahead and get to the gentleman box. I looked all these up online. Like I said, you know, obviously I picked out what I was getting, but I didn't really research it and study it too hard because I do kind of like the whole surprise factor. Now this one's got some weight to it. It's got some weight to it. So let's see what we got going in here. I have forgotten. All right, the comic book off to the side. De Espresso Liber. So I think that's the, what? It's of the espresso free? Is that basically what that is? Or, all right. So that's a Peruvian single origin. Obviously, I'm guessing that's coffee. It's got a whole little deal here in the back. I'll hold that up if you want to pause and read what it says there. I'll see if I can kind of brief through it real quick. Special Forces combat owned and operated. Quality is better than quantity. To ensure this, we use the Arabica coffee beans from Select Farms. So yeah, so it's just some delicious coffee there. I've gotten into coffee here this particular year more than any other. I don't know why. So looking forward to trying that out. Nothing wrong with a little coffee. Okay, we'll pull out the fluffins there, and it looks like we've got an interesting little snifter glass. You know, if you're one to partake, or maybe just a little eggnog if you're not of age. During the holiday season, and it looks like they've got a what I'm gonna call a plain black tie. I'm not sure how to pronounce that brand name and if that's a good one or not. The tie looks pretty nice as far as just plain black ties go. I've got quite a few ties. Plain black's one I used to have, but I went to a wedding and afterwards we all went out and I was playing a vigorous game of foosball, or no. Air hockey. It was air hockey, and I took this thing off and tossed it on the ground, and I was into it, walked away and forgot it. So I've got a replacement. Thanks so much. I'm just glad to see it's not a big alpha tag right there on the front. Appreciate that one. All right, and open up. Okay, here. Oh, a little power bank, as this thing says. And I tell you what, I got a bunch of these things. Let's see if we can tear this thing open and get you actually look at it. Got a bunch of these things, little power banks, but I tell you what, I can't seem to get too many of them. You know, it seems like there's always something you can charge up or have one in a different bag or in a different vehicle kind of ready to go. So we'll try and pop this one open. Oh, there we go. This little case. And it's already lit up, as you can see. And it looks like it is essentially just the bank. You know, some of them do have a lantern to them. They've got other features. This one has just the power button over here. And then the two charge ports. So one you can charge it up, and then one you can plug in to charge from it. But that's pretty sleek. It could fit in a pocket easily enough, in a jacket or in your back pocket, and wouldn't be too annoying. So let's see here. I don't know if it has any readout for us. Oh, let's see here. Capacity 3.7 volts, 5,000 milliamp hours. So that's gives you an idea of what that thing contains. All right. Pretty cool little deal. I carry an EDC bag. We'll get into that at some point in time. I'll cover some EDC stuff, the everyday carry stuff. But I have several of those, and they're always quite popular. You're out with friends, and they're like, oh no, don't worry about it. I got a couple of these, one in my bag and then one here. You know, go ahead and charge up your thing, and we'll be good to go. All right, we got a little wood comb. It's a wood comb. Whatever your imagination leads to, that's what it is. So I don't know if it's for your beard, for your hair. I guess it's a little mini wood comb for anything. Toss it in your pack if you got room, I guess. All right, little mystery white box. What's in here? We got no idea. All right, open that up. Oh, this looks like a kind of a cool little sneaky knife. I've seen these before. I actually like this concept. So this portion back here is basically the handle or the sheath, and then that is the knife, and then it opens up and clips together like that. So it's got a little tool side, as you can see on one side, a little bottle opener, and then a little blade. Now, no, you're not going to take this out and try and get lost in the woods and use this for survival. But would that be cool just to have in your pocket, you know, at a party if you had to just kind of, you know, help somebody out with opening up a box or something, and then popping a beer kind of a deal. You know, I like these little things, little tools, as long as you're not expecting way too much out of them. I mean, for what it provides for that little tiny profile, cool deal. I dig it. Alright, get the fluffins out of here. Dang, this box came with it. Alright, mystery black box. What's in this one? Oh, okay. It's the, I have one and maybe even several of these. I carry one of these in my EDC bag as well. In fact, it might even be the black one. So I've got a replacement now. But these are a cool pen. They're aircraft aluminum. They've got a knurled handle. They've got a little strike portion down here, which is quite sharp, actually, for if you were not allowed to carry maybe a knife at your work, but you wanted to feel protected. That's got some pretty good jab power. I mean, I don't want to take one in the eye or in the temple. It's either got a little refill here, or that's, well, yeah, so I see one in there, so it's a little refill for it. So cool. I like those. Always a good deal. If you've got one, you could give it away as a gift. I've done that before as well. All right, little wooden alpha box here. This thing has got some weight to it. Pretty interesting to see what's in this one. All right, I'm gonna pop that open. At first glance, it just looks like a bunch of little rocky brick cube things. Let's see here. Wow, I'm at a loss. Absolutely at a loss. It just looks like little stones. I don't know if it's like a little office like thing put on your desk and like stack stones. I'll actually have to look that one up. That's the first time I've ever had to look in the booklet to see what something was. Field notes. So a 48-page memo book. Durable materials made in the USA. Hey, all right, made in the USA. And it is just for you, for notebook. So if you have little thoughts, you come up with in the day, you got song lyrics, whatever, it's a notebook. And I guess there's a use for the pen. All right, mystery white box. We got here. Oh, okay. We can tell what that is from the bottom. We know what the bottom of a flask looks like when we see one. All right. And of course, it's got the Alpha logo and then a little saying on here. A gentleman would be ashamed his deeds not match his words. So basically, if you're gonna talk the talk or walk the walk, talk the talk, yeah. And then you can also drink while doing it. Still drink and drive. All right. Open the last box up, and it's a repeat of one that we gotten earlier. So we've got a double kit here, so you can invite a buddy over and cheers, have a little drink ski. All right. So wow, that was a really involved box. I don't recall seeing all that stuff before. So I guess as a recap, we've got the glasses there, and the flask that could go with it. We've got the mystery little. Oh, wonder if these are, you can chill them down in on the rocks, huh? On the rocks, yeah, you put it in the freezer and chill them down, put it in the drink, make it cold. It's like ice cubes. We'll have to look that up. Maybe I have to look that up and see. That could be it. All right, the field notes book, you can write down some drink recipes if you figure out some, I guess. The comb for combing things that need combing. We got our sticker. The tie, which again is shiny and black, and it's a good tie. The ties can be too thin, too wide. I like this one. That one will be used. The coffee, which is hopefully delicious. We'll see on that. You got the little battery bank there with cord, obviously. And the little, what I think is cool, little interesting little fold-up knife there. So, putting that all back in there real quick. And the little cubes. And let's see real fast if I can look in this darn book for the first time ever and see if I can figure out what it is. Whiskey glass. Whiskey stones to keep the water out of your fine whiskey. There it is. So you chill those little stones down in here, put those in the freezer. When you toss it in your drink, it doesn't water your drink down. Alright, that's kind of a cool deal. I've not tried that before, so I guess I will now. And that definitely does mean have one on the rocks. Okay. Alright, folks. Well, that was the Gentleman Box.